I'm gonna spend all my day learning how to do
You don't have any links in here.
I know.
I thought you were going to be doing that.
I didn't have any time yesterday.
And when are you trying to have this done by?
The final?
Yeah.
The final one, probably by Monday. But after today,
Didn't you say you were going somewhere or not?
no.
Oh, okay.
So, because I have a lot of stuff this week, and then after today, it's nothing except for this project. Like tomorrow, I'll probably come in later because I have to make up a test. So I've been slowly working on it. And then after that, all my other classes are good.
What are you doing? Okay, with a little reminder about topic sentences. What is the topic sentence?
A summary of what you're going to talk about.
It's not a summary, but it's like what you're going to talk about, okay? So, if I just look at this topic sentence, tell me what this paragraph is going to be about. Before I started this project, I already knew how to run an Instagram account. What's the paragraph going to be about? Not what you know it's about, just based on that sentence. What is it going to be about?
What I knew before I started my project.
Yeah. It's all going to be about how you ran an Instagram account before you started the project. Is that what it's about?
No.
No. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're trying to show how you learned new things, right? So you need to add that in there. Before I started this project, I already knew how to run an Instagram account, but this project forced me to learn so much more about social media. You know what I'm saying? Now I know that this is about what you learned. See what I'm saying? You just left that part, but it's very important.
Senegal. Should we do Somalia? What country are we doing? Malaria. Asia? Wait, I think they're picking right now, so maybe you guys should. Well, we're eighth. I know, this is Irish.
We're pretty high up.
Irish.
Kira, all they have to say is one word.
I'm ready to go.
You need to be a little bit more specific. You keep saying things like, I was able to improve, which is great. But you don't say how. Because I was able to improve how to gain a following. What did you do? You know what I'm saying? How do we measure that? If you say, oh, you know what, this morning's sunset was way better than yesterday's sunset. I'm like, why? It's your first question would be why? There was clouds and the sun made everything orange. And now that we get specifics, your statement's believable. But if you just say, yeah, I got better at this, it's just not very believable, right? Most of your writing seems like the problems in it are when you assume we know what you're talking about. So you have to assume that we don't. Assume that you're presenting this to a complete stranger. Does that make sense? Because it seems to be consistent. I also improved on the different aspects, to make it more user-friendly. How? I learned how to link my website. Okay, that's all right. I learned how to create effective advertisements. Once again, what's an effective advertisement? You're making assumptions. I know what one is, but I don't know that you know. It's like saying, oh, I can solve trigonometry problems. Anybody can say it. You have to prove it, right? If you told people, yeah, I do. I swim a 52 and 100 free. They'd be like, you need to show me the times for that. That's a tough one, right? People make a statement of showing how great they are at something, which you should be doing. You're not giving any kind of proof. Okay? It's all making sense because this is a pretty consistent problem right now.
We should Telemundo. We could be the.
Your writing is really improved. I mean, it's clean. I haven't seen any mistakes. It's just now you need to get that next level where you start being more specific.
Okay, we're just gonna write Telemundo here. I'm just gonna try to erase the frogs.
Like when you talk about writing the business plan, are you trying to say it was a good business plan or just the writing of it taught you stuff?
Like the writing of it taught me stuff.
Okay, so
Like it was good, but it could be better.
right.
Like I got a
I
good
don't see you
grade.
proving that point.
Yeah.
You just say it was. You still in that general stuff. It was challenging. It was difficult. So yeah, exactly. How and why it just keeps not being said because you know.
Yeah.
But it has to come across. So I mean, it's going to substantially add to the length of your paper, which is a good thing because now you're going to add evidence. It's the same, but it's the same thing every paragraph. I look, you've done a good job writing it, but right now, honestly, it's like sea level because, and not like ocean sea level, but like 75% level because it just doesn't do the.
I have a plastic fork. Okay, well,
The evidence to take it up.
I have a plastic fork. Okay, ready?
The explanation.
Okay. Or like you.
Right?
Yes.
So that's your next step.
Hola.
Okay, like I said, really good job fixing the writing. You've definitely done more, but you're still too vague on specifics. Now I think it's time to go back in and hit the specifics. Okay, and then we're talking. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the same for the other packages.
It's probably, I mean, your writing is usually pretty consistent in what you do. You have to go through and make sure, would somebody who knows nothing about my project understand what I'm talking about? Not just general comments. Because like SciBac students are great at BSing, making general comments that people go, wow, that's impressive. But it's not going to get a teacher, right? Specifically.
Perfect. That was.
Right?
I
You
knew
know
it was
that.
gonna get.
Especially since I'm telling you flat out. That's what your grade's going to be. I don't think you want to see.
Wait. Oh, and then. Oh, wait. You should have been right next to.
Let's add evidence.